Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, this is my channel Sherelle Thinks, where I talk about all things health anxiety related. And in this video, I want to specifically talk about jaw pain. Jaw pain, for me, when I look back and I think of all of my anxiety symptoms, jaw pain was definitely one of the most debilitating and painful ones. I found that it was that kind of pain where I couldn't really focus on anything else. And jaw pain is very, very common with anxiety. A lot of us will clench our teeth, so we're kind of walking around like this without even really realizing it, and we hold a lot of tension in our jaw area. And for me, at first I was a bit confused because I was like, do I have a TMJ issue? I was, as you do, going on Google trying to figure out why I was having it. But it was just because of anxiety, basically. But it was very, very painful, and it just progressively got worse and worse and worse. So it all kind of, the first time I had it was about 2 years ago. And I realised that I was constantly clenching my jaw, and it was strange because although I was aware I was doing it, I couldn't really stop myself from doing it. It was just like a subconscious kind of habit that was happening, and I could tell that my jaw and basically my whole face was holding so much tension. And along with the jaw pain, I was also getting twitches along my jaw and my forehead where I was just constantly in this state of tension. And I found that I was always kind of doing this. So I was like blowing my cheeks out. Again, this was kind of like subconscious, wasn't really aware I was doing it, because it was kind of relieving the pressure on my jaw. And I found that it was really bad after talking. So I'm quite a chatty, bubbly person. And I think the saddest thing about experiencing that jaw pain was that I felt like I didn't want to talk, because if I was speaking, I'd be in agony for like 10 to 15 minutes afterwards. So that was like the worst part of it for me. But it got to a point where I was like putting ice on my jaw, constantly having like a bag of peas. I was putting heat on my face as well. I was just trying to do everything. I was like massaging my jaw, and I remember going on YouTube and doing all of these like exercises to loosen the jaw, and I was like sticking my thumb into like the joint and stuff. I was absolutely desperate for some relief because it was so uncomfortable. But yeah, I from what I've read, jaw pain and anxiety, it's an extremely common symptom. Some people find that the muscle tension is in their shoulders. Some people get a really stiff neck. For me, it seemed to be my jaw that would suffer. And I know that Google can be, a scary place. And when you type in jaw pain, things like, heart attack will come up. So of course it's always going to be a bit worrying, but just be rest assured that jaw pain is a very common symptom of anxiety. Loads and loads and loads and loads of people get it. And again, it can be just from tension. It can be from like grinding or clenching our jaw. I think for me, it was like a combination of the two of them. And it just made me miserable. And I think what I did to kind of combat it was obviously reducing my anxiety. But I just tried to make sure that there was always a gap in between my teeth. I made sure that every half an hour or so I was just kind of like massaging my face and just trying to like relieve some of the tension. I was using ice and heat. I was doing some of the YouTube like jaw exercises. And to be fair, I would say within about a month, it massively reduced and it started to get better. And that was such a relief, because I remember one day I was laying on the sofa and I was on my side and I was laying on a bag of peas, and the pain in my jaw was so bad, and like I had twitches and like spasms all over my face where the tension was like unbelievable. Do you know what? I wish that back then I had like filmed my face, because it looked like it genuinely looked like I had some kind of disease. Like it was like worms all over my face. Like my face, the tension was so intense and the pain was horrendous. And I thought that it was never going to go away. I remember I joined all of the TMJ Facebook support groups, and I was like freaking myself out because I was reading stories of like people like, I've had this for a year now. And I was thinking, I don't think I can go on like this. Like, I don't think I could be in this level of pain for like that amount of time, you know. But I basically just I just decided that I'm gonna fix this, I'm gonna make it get better. And I think in, you know, among with all of the things I was doing for my jaw, I was also kind of focusing on a lot of mindfulness, deep breathing, things to relax me and to stop that subconscious clenching, you know, because we're clenching because we're on edge, we're tensed up. So I figured that if I could, you know, kind of try and reduce some of that tension, I'd be able to get rid of the pain. But yeah, if you've had this, like, and you found anything that has worked for you, even if it's just like helped a tiny bit, please, please, please pop it below in the comments. I mean, I've given a few examples, but I'm sure some of you have other ones. But if you found this video useful, helpful, reassuring, whatever, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already, so you can keep up to date with my videos. If you want to work with me on a one-to-one basis, you can do so through my Patreon. So the link to that is in the description of this video. And guys, if you're experiencing jaw pain, my heart goes out to you. Like, it's one of those symptoms that I look back on and I think, that was awful. Like, that was really bad. Like, no one should have to like deal with that level of pain, because it's just horrendous. Like, that amount of tension like was just insane. So hang on in there. There definitely are things that can help, but first and foremost, tackling your anxiety is obviously going to be the biggest help in regards to jaw pain. But take care, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.